Hey, how's it going everyone? It is Only here, welcome back to another video course as always. Tomorrow will be a pretty exciting day. I mean, not as exciting as we we're all expecting, but Sony is going to be holding a State of Play tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern, and I believe around 9 p.m. for you folks in the UK. Why I say it's not as exciting, of course, as many of you guys know, it's not going to be anything regarding Sony's next generation console, at least regarding to their first party output. Sony said that it's going to be a focus on third-party PS4 and PSVR titles. No big PS5 announcements here, no price or any sort of hardware announcements, or even release dates or pre-order dates. So yeah, fair to say that it's kind of weird, we are 3 months away from the PlayStation 5 if it's going to be launching in November, which a lot of us are expecting, and still no concrete information. It doesn't mean they won't hold any kind of event later on in August. I do believe we're going to at least come out of August with the release date and price, and hopefully, pre-orders as well. Just here early in August, we're going to be getting some PS4 information. So let's go over what I expect. It's nothing much really, because I was kind of going down the list of what we have coming out this fall and early next year. And for the PS4, I mean, there's some notable games, but nothing too big, A lot of the reason that we're, anticipating a lot of games going forward is mainly coming out on next-generation platforms. Sony says they have no first-party announcements here, and that's because they don't have anything first-party on the PS4 to come. Literally everything coming out from Sony going forward is going to be on the PS5. They don't even really have a PSVR game, I believe, if I can recall correctly. Yeah, so all this is mainly going to be a third-party thing. It's probably going to be the last State of Play that focuses on PS4, or at least, God, I hope so. So yeah, let's go into what I think. The one game that I believe is pretty much confirmed to be here because it was on the Japanese blog post, Crash 4. This is actually my most anticipated game out of this event because I think this is the last remaining big kind of current gen game that I'm looking forward to playing is Crash 4. You got things like the Avengers, but to me, there's nothing that's going to top Crash 4 because I love the original trilogy, at least with the remake. Of course, I never played the originals, but I was able to play them, thanks to the remake that came out in 2017. Absolutely love them. I platinumed all 3 of them within a few weeks, and I cannot wait for Crash 4. Crash 4 is actually one of the games that I've been waiting for years now. CTR was a nice kind of in-between last year, but I really was craving another Crash platformer. This looks like it's going to be a good evolution here. In terms of what I expect them to show here, I'm guessing they're going to show off some gameplay because this event is going to be 40 minutes long, so you gotta imagine there are going to be some lengthy gameplay demos to fill the time. As I said, there's not really a lot of games on paper that we know of right now, so really to make that 40-minute hit, it has to be some lengthy gameplay demos in here. They did kind of tease that there might be some co-op / multiplayer implementations in Crash 4 that we don't know of. Everything they've talked about so far has all been on the single player side, and I think only 1 or 2 levels they've really shown in depth. So maybe they'll show off a new level here, maybe they'll show off some co-op / multiplayer implementations that were kind of rumored, and yeah, looking forward to that. Sony did mention we will be seeing some third-party PS5 updates, so I can only imagine Deathloop has to be here considering it's going to be the biggest probably third-party PS5 title there at launch, regarding in terms of, Sony's kind of exclusivity rights that we know of at the moment. So yeah, Deathloop will probably be there. Last time they were at the PS5 June showcase and they showed off a really cool trailer. There are still some people confused about the game, so I would not be surprised if they had some kind of commentary and kind of explain what Deathloop is. Maybe show some raw gameplay. As I said, this thing's 40 minutes long. Other notable games they talked about, they said third party and indie titles, so who knows, maybe Hitman 3 makes an appearance. Bugsnax probably will be here, considering how big that game has blown up just because of the music and world, and yeah, that game has to be here. Other than that, you're really kind of picking at the bottom of the barrel. They do have some exclusivity rights with Avengers, and that does launch on September 4th, so that's not far away at all. That's less than a month now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. We just saw the Shin Megami Tensei 3 HD Remaster get announced on the Nintendo Direct. Totally wouldn't be surprised for Sony to maybe reference it here. But then again, I also wouldn't be surprised if they don't touch on it. Besides that, it's going to be an interesting show. Of course, I am going to be live streaming it over on twitch.tv/OnlineZhD. I also have been live streaming just in general a bit more lately. Been playing some Fall Guys, which has been a really fun game. Yeah, been playing it on PC. It's been really good. And I'm looking at possibly streaming the Horizon PC port if it ends up being pretty good. I do want to do a second playthrough before Horizon 2. just make sure to go follow me on Twitch. We will be live streaming. Probably start up the stream maybe half an hour to an hour before and see if anything good comes out of this. As for when I expect, PS5 actual concrete information, who knows? I want to say hopefully maybe a week or two after this state of play. I feel like once you get to middle of August / end of August, we really have to have something by then. Like, we're getting into September territory, and we're going to be soon coming up here to October, November, and the holidays and all that, so exciting, but also kind of weird this whole year in general for the next generation consoles, given COVID and just in general how they've been doing things has been really weird. Normally we'd have all the information that we've been waiting for, like UI, I'm still waiting to see the OS and all that. That's been a big thing for me. I remember just seeing that back on E3 2013 during the PS4 kind of showcase as well, and we also got the price and date there and was able to pre-order one. So yeah, I know a lot of you guys are kind of craving for that. I am too. Let's hope we're only a few weeks out from that. Tomorrow we should get kind of a nice in-between. Tomorrow's games, all the games shown there will be on PS5. That's one thing I will say, because if you don't remember, Sony did have some kind of like news out there that they're actually making developers that launch PS4 games post, I believe it was like the middle of July or end of July, they all have to work on PS5. So everything you'll see tomorrow, I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if Sony does kind of like a little advertisement saying like all the games you see here will be compatible on PS5. They kind of also need to do that considering Xbox has been really good on that marketing. And yeah, looking at the fall, we still have that Call of Duty 2020 game that, is rumored to be Black Ops, 1, kind of like a reboot, kind of what we got last year with Modern Warfare's reboot. I believe Shinobi has said on Reset Era that apparently isn't making a show tomorrow. So, Call of Duty 2020, that game is supposed to come out probably in 2 to 3 months here. And we still haven't even seen the game get officially announced besides just what Treyarch just tweeted out yesterday. So that's also very interesting as well. Weird year in general, but yeah. State of play tomorrow should be pretty cool. It'll be nice to see some cool updates on some of the third-party PS5 titles, as well as get some cool announcements for PS4 and PSVR owners as well. And yeah, hopefully we won't have to wait that long before we get the big meat and potatoes with an update on the PlayStation 5 and all the details going into this launch. So yeah, make sure to follow me on Twitter at OnlineZhD for updates and all that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more PlayStation 5 videos as we get closer and closer to the next generation launch, which you can only, imagine is going to be this November. And yeah, besides that, I've been OnlineZhD. Brendan. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.